All right. UFC 282 wrapped up this weekend. I made a picks video last week, I think on Wednesday. First picks video ever. I wanted to go over the event and go over my picks and talk about what happened. Talk about what happened, yeah. During UFC 282. It was a crazy night of fights. I actually thoroughly enjoyed most of it. I'm not sure why. I don't know why Dana White was so upset with him, man. I thought it was great. There were a ton of finishes. A lot of young up-and-comers looked fantastic. I actually, hot take, I thoroughly enjoyed the main event because I love watching Jan Blachowicz outpoint guys on the feet, and commentary have no idea what the fuck they are watching. Jan Blachowicz's stand-up is so fucking underrated. That guy checks almost every single leg kick that is thrown his way. He throws calf kicks and inside leg kicks, and he does not give a fuck if you check it because he knows that his fucking weirdly shaped feet are gonna damage you more than then you're gonna damage him, okay? Because his feet are fucked. I don't know if you've ever seen them. We're gonna look at a picture after we go through the picks, but it's so frustrating, man. He's so underrated. He never gets credit. He never gets the credit that he deserves, and I like to give it to him. And I watched that fight with my brother. My brother was staying here, and at the end of the fight, when they were reading off the scorecards, for a second he looked like a little disappointed with the decision, and he goes, "How could somebody have it a draw?" And I went, or how could somebody have Jan winning? And I went, well, I think having Jan winning's not correct, but I don't think Ankalaev winning's correct either. I said the way that they would have Jan winning is not giving a 10-8 in the 5th round and giving Jan the first 3 rounds. And my brother kind of thought back, and he went, oh, you could do that. And I was like, yeah, you could. So I bought that. There was... I couldn't understand how the commentary was so fucking upset that had got called a draw. I know DC likes them daggy boys, but and I know for whatever reason, whenever Jan Blachowicz is in a fucking title fight, he seems to just get shit on, or people don't know what they're looking at, or like, I don't fucking know, dude. But they did this when he fought Israel Adesanya too, who he absolutely outpointed on the feet, leg kick checked him. He out-checked him, he out-kicked him. It was plain as day, simple. But with Ankalaev, it was the same thing. First round, I thought, well, we'll get there. Okay. First fight of the night, I picked Cameron Simon, and Cameron Simon got the job done. It was a bit more of a war than I expected, if I'm being honest. But I think that's because dude, I feel bad for the guys that have to fight these young kids, man. Imagine getting put out by a kid like 12 years, you're fucking junior, it'd be demasculating. We'll get to that more further up the card. So I got the first pick right. Rocky start though. Eric Silva got subbed. I thought he would have the grappling to deal with TJ Brown. TJ Brown's not particularly fantastic at anything, but he looked pretty damn good in this fight. And I guess because I may have overestimated Eric Silva, we'll just move on from this one. Billy Quarantillo, Alexander Hernandez went exactly how I said. I didn't call a knockout or a round, but what I did do was I stated pretty clearly that Alexander Hernandez hates, his kryptonite is adversity. And Billy Quarantillo will never not bring adversity. Alexander Hernandez, has got a good round in him. He's got a good round in him. And after that, it's about a wrap. Like, he doesn't like getting hit. He doesn't like getting cut. He doesn't like getting tired. And as soon as it happens, he's out of there, basically. So, good job, Billy Quarantillo. Welcoming Alexander Hernandez to the featherweight division. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Middleweight, Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley. This one was tricky for me to pick. I kept saying how Joaquin Buckley's highlight KO of Kasangyanai was like a curse in disguise. Because it was like he's expected to do incredible things after that, and I don't think he's capable of them. That kick was incredible. I hate saying that things are fluky. But I think what I will say is that if that kick was thrown against anybody whose name wasn't Kasangyanai, or however the fuck you say his name, that kick ain't landing, my guy. Like, he intended to throw it, it landed. So I guess it's not a fluke, but if he was fighting somebody else, I don't think it would have landed. And ever since then, people have expected him to do, like, incredible things that he's just not capable of. He's not as technical as that kick would make you think he is. He tried in this fight to be a little more, I guess, conserved and, like, not just winging wild shots all over the place, but those big double Ds weigh him down, man. Look how big those fucking things are. They weigh him down. He's got to get a breast reduction. He's going to have back issues. And Chris Curtis looked sharp as fucking all get out, dude. I did not expect the level of sharpness to come from him. It was quite incredible. I was very impressed. He landed less strikes in both rounds, but the percent, I would imagine, is, yeah. Really well done by Chris Curtis. Exceeded my expectations. But I did say, if I was betting on this fight, I'm betting on Chris Curtis. So, alright. I said I trusted Shabazian to get it done. The motherfucker got it done. I know he was supposed to, according to the odds. I should have bet on these fights, man. I did really well tonight. Or on Saturday night, pardon me. I really want to know what the fuck is up with... So, my family was over watching the fights. I want to know what is up with my boy Shabazian's fucking torso. Why do his, like, rib bones stick as far out as his fucking nipples do? I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but it is strange looking. If you go back and watch that fight, you'll notice it. Anytime he's in a bladed stance, you can see them kind of poking out at it. It's really strange, but yeah, he looked good. Good job, man. Good job, Shabazian. It's nice to see him get a win. I was really high on this dude after he KO'd Brad Tavares with that beautiful jab to a fucking lead head kick. And yeah, when Brunson beat him, I I was like shocked but not surprised, or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? One of those fucking things. All right, moving on. Rosenstrike versus Chris Daukaus. Goddamn, dude. Cops cannot catch a break lately in the UFC. Both Daukaus brothers getting fucked up lately. Kyle looked like he almost didn't want to fucking be there, dude. He looked like he wanted to quit almost. I mean, or he's just got severe chin issues. I don't know where those would come from, but yeah. Biggie boy. I said he'd get the KO. Got the KO. It was fucking awesome. Rosas Jr. versus Jay Perrin. I kind of called this too. I don't think I necessarily called method, but I did, in fact, say that Rosas Jr. would get the job done and Jay Perrin's probably going to get cut. And to be fair to Jay Perrin, not going to be. No, never mind. He didn't put up a fight. 2 minutes and 44 seconds isn't really putting up a fight. As soon as this fucking kid, dude, got control, that's a wrap. And that's fucking, imagine, that's depressing, dude, for this guy. Imagine knowing you just got manhandled and strangled by somebody who's still fucking growing. I mean, the kid's fucking not even, like, done growing. He's not a fucking adult yet, especially not in the United States. There's a bunch of things he can't do for a few more years. It's fucking crazy, dude. He wanted the bonus so he could buy his mom a minivan to drive him to the PI. You know, but this is one of the ones I was talking about where it's like, dude, I feel bad for the older dudes who get stuck fighting these fucking kids because there's like almost no way to look good. If you win, you were kind of supposed to. You're fighting a kid. If you lose, you lost to a fucking kid. You lost to a kid who's got a fucking Stan Smith jaw, dude. From fucking American Dad, right? I think that's his name. I could be wrong. My guy's got the jaw. That's what his nickname should be. Raul Rosas Jr. The jaw. The jaw. Raul the jaw Rosas Jr. Okay. Anyways, he looked phenomenal. Like, really fucking awesome. And I told my brother before the fight started, I'm like, this kid's fucking good. And he got her done. Okay, we come up to my second and last loss prediction of the fight night. Man, Ilia Topuria is fantastic. And it is impressive that he got the submission. But it wasn't like he just out-grappled him, right? Like, he hurt him on the feet first and then got the sub and also wore him down. Bryce was exhausted. Yeah, man. I thought Bryce was going to be able to get him down, although thinking back on it, the video that I did with my predictions, I did say that I thought there are certain things about Ilia Topuria that would give Bryce Mitchell problems. That being his height and his frame. Like, the boy's stocky, right? Like, he's like a Alexander Volkanovski kind of dude, body shape wise, and those guys are hard to keep down. They're hard to get down, dude. They can scramble their fucking asses off, and goddamn, Ilia Topuria is fantastic. I hope that they let Paddy fight that guy. Ilia Topuria would fucking eat him alive. And, yeah. Man, Bryce Mitchell, I was a little disappointed, but he put on a fucking war. He went out there. Like he said at the press conference, he's not afraid to die. You know, he got beat up pretty bad. He was not deterred. He landed a few good shots, actually, in the first round himself. You know, his striking looks like it's improved. He just doesn't have the power. Or the, speed power. Like the fast twitch shit, right? That's why he's a grappler with phenomenal top pressure. I hope they don't move him too far down in the rankings. I mean, there's still guys in the top 10 that he's beaten, so he should technically be higher than them. God damn it, brother. Brass debate me, bro. Mitchell lost. Broken my heart, brother. Broken my heart. You know. Damn, dude, I fucking love Bryce Mitchell. He's hilarious. He makes me laugh. And I swear to God, he should change his name to Debate Me, Bro. Bryce Debate Me, Bro Mitchell. Did anybody see that? Him and Joe Rogan? Fucking hilarious. Because he thinks the Earth's flat. Anyways, okay. Yeah, Topuria is fantastic, though. Goddamn, I can't wait to see him against, like, a top 5 featherweight. Holy shit. Okay. Darren Till versus Duplessis. Yeah, I got this one right, too. I feel real bad for the British fans, man. I feel really bad. Darren Till, man. Can't seem to get it done. This is the problem, dude. Till's not a fucking middleweight. He's not. Him saying that he couldn't make welterweight was an excuse for his bad fucking diet. Like, he's just not in shape. Look at, those are barely there, dude. His abs are barely there. And he just spent 5 months at Tiger Muay Thai, away from his family. This was supposed to be like the best shape he'd ever been in. Those are very faint abs. Man, he looked great in round 2. Dude, if round 1, if this did not get scored at 10-8, somebody needs to be fired. This was this could have been a 10-7, honestly. Drakus kind of took round 2 off. Still went 2 of 2 on takedowns because for whatever fucking reason, Darren Till cannot, for the life of him, figure out what a sprawl is. He doesn't sprawl. I don't understand. His only takedown defense is to dig for underhooks and try to, like, shuck the dude off, but you're not fast enough or strong enough for that, man. Especially not against fucking a giant middleweight like Dricus Duplessis. Like, look at this dude. Shredded. Look at the flat tits on Darren Till. Like, my boy's flat. This guy's got fucking man, like, you know, holy. I really wish Till would get his fucking shit together because I love watching him fight, but the guy's got 0 ground. Like, does Hamzat just do that all day in practice until just gets doesn't get any better? I mean, he taps to chokes when they're, like, he doesn't even try to fight them. Which, whatever, man, I understand. You're fucking uncomfortable. It's round 3. You just fucking exhausted. Got the shit beat out of you in round 1. Like, you know, dude's strong. Probably has a hell of a squeeze. This is the second choke, though, that he just tapped to, like, fucking quick with it. Like, I don't get it. He's got to figure it out, man. He needs to be a welterweight. He's not a middleweight. It's just different. Like, he's a big boy, but he's only a big boy because he gets fucking chunky, dude. He's not that big. Like, dude, like, look at the difference, man. They're probably about the same height, you know. But Duplessis is fucking just a bigger man, dude. Next fight. Okay. Boy. Ponzinibbio versus Morono. Morono is a fucking legend. This guy is a dog, dude. Absolute dog. Although it looked like he may have had a stroke when he got hit with that one shot, dude. I thought Ponzinibbio was gonna just fucking box his face off, and like that's kind of what happened, but not like Morono kept hurting him. And it was surprising to me until that last sequence there. That was fucking wild. He did this thing with his lip. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but it reminded me of when DC got hit with the head kick against John Jones. Their lips, it like went to the side like that, and it like froze like that as if he was having a fucking stroke, dude. It was so weird. His lips just twisted in such a way. It was so disrespectful looking. Off to the side like that. Huh? What the fuck is that? But yeah, Ponzinibbio got the dub, and then went full on fucking Money Moicano on the mic. Alright, here we are. This fucking fight, man. This fucking fight. Dude. At least the UFC's not trying to fix the stats on their website, guys. I mean, look at this, man. I said to my brother when this fight ended, I said, I look smarter, or more smart, whatever, because I picked Paddy to win. But I don't agree with this. I went 9-2-1. I should have gone 8-3-1. Point blank, this dude fucking lost. And he's losing fans too. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with him. It's really unfortunate. My brother was a huge fan. Or, not my brother, sorry. My son is a huge fan of Paddy the Pimlet because my son loves the Beatles. And he says that Paddy looks like a blonde Beatle. And I'm like, alright. And then he also really enjoys his accent because Scousers sound funny. I'm being serious, they do, lad. They sound funny. I can't believe they fucking robbed Jared Gordon like that, man. I said to my brother, I said, honestly, dude, first of all, I called the robbery. We were sitting there. As soon as they said unanimous, I went, fucking robbery. They're going to rob him. You could find 3 rounds to Jared Gordon easier than you can find 2 rounds to Paddy Pimlet. And you can, and if you say otherwise, you're just a fucking dick rider. There is no way Paddy the Pimlet won this fight. There's no way. And it would be easier to score 3 rounds for Jared Gordon than it would be to score 2 rounds for Paddy Pimlet. Without a doubt. Especially if you go back and watch the fight. First round, we can see here. Jared Gordon kept clipping him. Paddy Pimlet striking is garbage. I hope to fucking God that Paddy Pimlet goes and spars with Jake Paul. And I hope that they film it. And I hope that they release it. Because, you know, Jake Paul would KO him stiff. He fucking steps back. Hand loosely at his head. Chin straight up in the fucking air. My dude's gonna get flatlined if he fights anybody in the top 15. Maybe even the top 20. But as we can see here, round 1 went to Jared Gordon. Look at the total strikes look like Paddy. But the guy got a takedown. I can't remember how much control time he got with it. Significant strikes were awfully closer. So fuck it, let's give this one to Paddy. Although a lot of these strikes were bullshit fucking pitter-pat in the fucking clinch. Round 3. Look at that. Did anybody watch Paddy's post-fight press conference where you can't win a round landing 4 significant strikes? You landed 6, you fuck. You guys were even on total strikes. He got 2 takedowns and controlled you for 4 fucking minutes. Damage is the first criteria. None of these shots, not the 6, not the 4, none of those were significantly damaging. None of them. A lot of them were bullshit fucking knees in the clinch and shit like that. Landing 2 more significant strikes than your opponent is not enough to win you a round. Especially when your opponent has 4 minutes of fucking control time. So, Paddy lost this round. When I was watching the fight, I said rounds 1 and 3 for Jared Gordon. And you could even argue 2. I can't wait. I hope they give him like fucking Moicano or someone who just eats this fucking kid alive. Because he's a fucking shit. He fights like his dog shits, mate. Proper sloppy. Yeah. This one. A lot of people were fucking upset with this decision. And I can't fathom it. This is not how a fight scored. Right? It gets broken down into rounds. A lot of these strikes would have came in the 5th round. Round 1. Ankalaev's got numbers. But remember, damage is the first criteria. If you go back and you watch the first round, pardon me. Jan Blachowicz with his fucking hammer feet here. In the first round, started chewing up Ankalaev's leg. Reddened the fuck out of it, inside and out. And Daniel Cormier kept bringing up Ankalaev's body kicks, the teeps of the body, front kicks of the body. They were good. Jan Blachowicz hit Ankalaev with a few body kicks, though, too. They were round kicks off his back leg. I think it was maybe 3 good ones. Dude, Ankalaev's stomach was beat fucking red at the beginning of round 2. They're the same complexion. They're going to redden about the same if they're hit with the same level of force. Not only that, Blachowicz landed his left hook multiple times. Right under the eye. Swelled up Ankalaev pretty bad. Looked to have wobbled him at one point. I gave round 1 to Blachowicz based on damage. I gave round 2 to Blachowicz based on damage. Because this was when we started seeing the fucking one-legged hop and the stance switch that came from the vicious leg kicks. And fuck, Blachowicz was throwing shin to shin, dude. It was the inside leg kicks that were chewing up Ankalaev mostly, not the calf kicks. The calf kicks came after he switched stances. Goddamn, dude, his feet. That's what it is. I swear to God, these must be the hardest fucking things on the face of the planet. They need to outline tanks in fucking Blachowicz's, the top of Blachowicz's feet. But that's what they should use for armor. Round 3. Pardon me. I also gave Jan Blachowicz round 3. And again, the strike numbers are a little skewed here. But look at this. Total strikes 18. Significant 17. That means he threw a jab. Or landed a jab, you know? And it was 51% of his strikes. Pretty impressive. 40 strikes thrown. 18 were significant. Which means a lot of them probably came after the takedown. And were just little ground shots. Because in round 3, he didn't do a whole lot on the ground. Clinch work, Ankalaev was trying to adjust. He was pressuring forward so that Blachowicz couldn't set his feet to throw a leg kick, right? If you're walking backwards, it's a lot harder to throw a good leg kick. And Ankalaev was like charging him because he knew, like, fuck, I can't stand here at range. My leg's going to get chewed up. And it did in this round. In this round is when he fucked up the one leg, right leg forward, right, southpaw, with the inside leg kick. When Ankalaev switched stances, he nailed him with 2 calf kicks, bang, bang, and guy started hopping up on one leg. He out-damaged Ankalaev in this round. First 3 rounds go to Jan Blachowicz based on damage. Control time. Like, I mean, look at this, dude. Round 4 is not a 10-8. Round 4 is not a 10-8. 55 total strikes, 10 significant strikes. That's not enough for a 10-8. But it goes to Ankalaev. This one. There we go. 18-0 significant strikes. That's enough for a 10-8, okay? So you do the math. 2 rounds with a 10-8. 3 rounds, a draw. That's the correct score. Surprisingly. And with the, but this is why people hate judges, man. The draw was the correct result. Only one of the 3 judges came to the right conclusion. And he did. He nailed it. 1, 2, and 3 for Jan Blachowicz. 4 and 5 for Ankalaev with a 10-8 in round 5. That's exactly how the fight should have been scored. One of the judges had it first 3 for Jan. Last 2 for Ankalaev, but gave him no 10-8, which is bullshit, dude. This is the definition of a 10-8 round. Jan Blachowicz literally didn't land a single fucking significant strike. They were all his cheeky little elbows on the ground going back like that and shit, right? I mean, even just the total strike numbers, you could come to a 10-8 for that. So, yeah, and then the one judge had Ankalaev winning 3 rounds to 2. I think gave him the first round. And then also gave him a 10-8 in round 5. Which, look, man, the first round's close, but I think objectively, based on damage, I mean, Ankalaev showed way more damage on his body at the end of round 1 than Jan Blachowicz did, like, by a long shot. Ankalaev was the fucking most beat up we've seen him yet in the UFC. Like, his eye was fucked up. It wasn't just one left hook. Jan Blachowicz caught him with a bunch. Jan Blachowicz checked fucking almost every single leg kick that Ankalaev threw and landed a bunch of his own and threw hard kicks to the body, not push kicks to keep your opponent at bay or to find range. Hard body kicks with his power leg. And yeah, so all in all, I went 9-2-1. It was pretty good. I wish I bet. Would have been better, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, alright. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you maybe Wednesday for a picks video on the upcoming card. So, ta-ta.